Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and disclaimer, there are kids running around the house playing hide and seek right now, so they're being really loud, but I am super excited about today's video. I did some Frankenplanning with some beautiful, beautiful spirals. I just cannot get over how beautiful they are, and we made 2 books, so it was really fun. In today's video, I'm working with some PelSpirals. I will give you guys some more information and details when we hop to the other camera, but I am in love. Look how beautiful these are, and not only are they solid colors, solid colors, they have some rainbow ones. They aren't the same color all the way through, which is super cool. So I'm so excited to work with them today to put this video together. So let's go ahead and hop in and I'll show you guys how we Frankenplanned, talk a little bit about the spirals, and have some planner fun. This is a fun video I have for you guys today. We are Frankenplanning with these gorgeous spirals. I ended up actually reaching out to this company. I had seen some of their colorful spirals on Instagram. The company is Pel Manufacturing, and now they, generally speaking, do wholesale type of orders or bulk orders for spiral coils in these awesome colors. They also have the silver, of course, but they do actually have a retail site as well. So I will leave all their info down below. They were gracious enough to send these to me because today we are Frankenplanning. We are going to try these out. They look amazing. Like, look at all these bright colors. There's some rainbow ones, and what's really awesome, they are based in California and they are a United States company, which is awesome. It is manufactured in the United States. These are aluminum, so they're eco-friendly, fully recyclable, and they come in these awesome colors. So they're always coming out with new colors. So far they have 15 regular solid colors like these ones here, and then also 5 combination rainbow colors. So like, look at that, look how cool that is. Rainbow colored, and I also have this rainbow colored one to try out as well. And I was working with a nice gentleman from the company and he said they're coming out with more colors all the time. So I may end up doing a part 2 of this video showing you guys new colors, but look how cool that is. It goes from like a rose gold color to more of like a sagey type of green to this like bright minty type of tealy green, and I just love that combination. So I really want to just play around with these and Frankenplan some planners, just recoil some and really have fun with it. Now, he did send me 2 of these huge ones. This is a 2-inch coil. I've never seen one this big, and you can make a huge planner with that. And then this one is 1 3/4 inch, and again, like super duper huge. Let's see, I have an Erin Condren here with an 18-month planner, and this is the 18-month coil. You can see these all, I don't know, they might be a touch smaller than this 18-month coil. Just a touch smaller. So I still think I can get a pretty sizable chunk on there. So you guys know I've done Frankenplanner videos in the past. This is going to be a Frankenplanner video with rainbows, which is fun. And when I mean we are going to Frankenplan, I mean we're going to Frankenplan. These are some planners that I've already taken apart. In the past, I've saved some other coils just so I can redo planners as well. So I've got my old silver coils there. I'm thinking we're gonna do a Frankenplan of these and combine forces. I have this beautiful wellness planner from Agendio. I love the tabs on this one. I love the wellness pages. I don't need the weekly overview page in here. And then I also have this planner from Moxie Life, and this happens to be the weekly planner from last year. It's a 6-month vertical. I just really want this weekly page out of it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick both pages. So I have this page for like sticker sneeze type of layouts, and then like the one sheet on the back for reflections. I have been using my whole Moxie Life big flagship, which is in my stack here. I write my wins and stuff on this one. So I do have this one I'm gonna keep using, but it's nice to be able to combine other things too and have my goals in this Frankenplan. So I'm trying to think like my ideal Frankenplanned book, and so those 2 will be in it. And then I also thought I would stick in some daily pages. Now, the only 7x9 daily page I have is actually this plum paper planner daily page, and I don't use it on the weekends, so I thought I would just stick 5 pages, or actually 3 pages in, so that would give me 6 days front and back, and I would just not use one of them. Could I just use Monday through Friday? So I'm gonna use that as my daily, and then I'm also gonna flip through and see what else I have. I think this actually is a 6-month undated on the top here, so I might just pull these pages actually. Let's see, are these vertical? Okay, yeah, these are horizontal, so I can play around with those instead. That way I don't have to take apart this Moxie Life, but I don't know, I kind of want that vertical page too. We might end up using both. We'll see how it goes. And then I also have other like Erin Condren things, other tabs in this giant stack off to the side here. I'll flip through that and see what I can come up with. I'm going to speed through this, and I probably will just do I don't know, maybe like 3 months on a coil. And then I'm gonna re-bind this with one of the pretty coils. I don't know which one yet. I really like this cover on it, but I was thinking, because these ones line up, I've got stacks of planners all around me. So I'm thinking I might just take one of these coils off so that I can put Erin Condren covers on here, because the Agendios and the Moxie Lives both are 1 coil longer. So I might just clip off 1 extra coil and have just a hole, and then I can put the actual planner cover on there. So that's one thing I'm gonna kind of work with and see if I can do that. And then I can just put a pretty coil on this and then use Erin Condren covers. This happens to be a Lime Life cover, Lime Life planner, and I like it too, but I wanna be able to use all my other covers. I have tons of them from Erin Condren that I can't use on this planner how it is right now. If you've never Frankenplanned before, the basic concept is, if you're gonna save this one, you have to bend this piece back. If you're not going to save it, you can just go ahead and clip this whole little like bent part off. And same with this one, you can go ahead and clip that whole bent part off, and then you can just uncoil it really easily. It's those things that are keeping your planner together, those little bent spots. So if you're not going to save it and you're going to replace it with a rainbow one, you can just snip those off, and then these are already lined up, ready to go. You can wind it back onto your planner and then just bend them and make them look like that. And then it'll stay on your planner. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this one, because I'm gonna replace it with a rainbow coil. And definitely this one, I'm sticking a rainbow coil on here. And as far as pliers go, if you don't wanna damage your coils, there are pliers that have nylon grippers so they don't damage. These are metal, so they will scrape up these coils a little bit. And I'll probably like put a piece of paper or a tissue in between it when I'm bending so that I try not to scrape it up. And I've got some clippers here. No, I think I'm gonna bend this one. It's super tiny. I think I'm gonna bend this one and save it, because it's a thicker coil and I might end up using it again at some point. So I'll show you guys. I'm gonna move some of these out of the way and then show you on screen here, trying to bend this around. And I don't care if this one's scraped because it's not colorful. I just try to bend it right at that joint, and it does take a little bit of muscle to get some of these straight. See, there, I straightened it, and you want it to line up like parallel with all these little coils. So that one's pretty good. I would bend it a little bit more. Okay, and then same with this side. We're gonna just try to bend it around. Hopefully you guys saw that on screen. I don't know if I was actually on screen or not. But this one actually is very thick and brittle, so I feel like this is gonna just, yep, it's just gonna pop off because it's brittle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take these covers off. Remove some of these pages when I stick a different one on there, because I'm going to Frankenplan it into a different planner, so I don't have to worry about like trying to hold this together or put binder clips on it. Some people get those giant binder clips and clip it together, so it's easy to put the new coil on, but because I'm going to be moving the pages around, I don't need that. I'll show you guys, I've never used binder clips when I'm Frankenplanning before. I'll show you guys my trick to get it lined up as best as possible. You can see I'm just winding it to get it off of there. And it's so much easier if you make it as parallel as possible so it doesn't scrape up the paper on the holes. Keep going. It's easier to just have 2 hands going. But then at the end, you don't want your papers to like fly everywhere. So you're gonna have to hold on to them a little bit at the end. And in the future, I definitely want to get more 7x9 daily planners. Then I can Frankenplan weeklies and dailies together. But all my dailies are A5 size, and I don't know if I want to put A5 size pages in between these. I've thought about it. Here's a Flora daily duo. So I like these pages. I don't know if I want A5 pages in between the other pages. I might have to rip one out just for science. I'm ripping one out for science just to see how they'll line up, so I don't have to uncoil it, just to see. I totally could get away with doing something like that. Yeah, I could. It would just be shorter pages in between. I feel like it's gonna leave a bump on the pages, but that's definitely something I'm thinking about for another Frankenplan event. So we've got the Agendio apart. I already have some Moxie Life pages apart. I also want these daily pages. I'm just gonna cut this one off. And I want to just take this cover off. I'm just removing the cover. I'm going to zoom out so you can see my whole process here. And I'm going to go ahead and clip this one. Oh boy, it's hard to cut through this. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna bend this one out of the way because I just need that piece to not be in the way. All right, that was easy. I basically have a drawer full of like disassembled planner bits. I call these planner guts. I also really like the tab colors on this one too. And because I'm coiling two planners that are different dot numbers, spiral coil numbers, my planner will look a little bit funky, which I'll show you what I'm talking about. They won't exactly line up. That one, and then I want one Erin Condren in here as well. Let's see what we got. I do like this layout as well. This is another plum paper. I like that grid layout. This one I used for journaling and stuff. There's some actual used pages, and I'll repurpose. These are from last year. But I would like to use some of these pages as well. Beautiful, I love that dashboard page. Okay, I'm gonna stick a dashboard page actually in there. See how many months I can get in there. So this will be like in front of all the other sections that I'll stick together, because this has to stay as one clump. Since these weeks are back to back, I'll just have one clump of weeks. And of course I'm repurposing, redating these. So I'll find some that are like full months that haven't been used. And again, like this is an Erin Condren. Pops right off. Ooh, see, that would be pretty in the front too. Pretty vellum. I love the Flora pattern a couple of years ago. That's what I held on to this one for sure. Okay, and I don't need this coil either. So I'm gonna pop one end off, bend one end back. And my Agendio pages are actually gonna be the right dates. The other ones are either undated or wrong dates. And I'll just, you know, use stickers, repurpose it. Because of all this cutting and loosening everything, I'm gonna pull my hair back. It's getting hot. This is the hottest room in our house. This is manual work here. I'm coiling and coiling back planners. It's serious business. All right, hair is pulled up, I'm ready. All right, this is where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with these. Just the May, June, July sections. May, June, July. If it's not very thick, I will go ahead and add August in as well. But I actually don't want these tabs. So I'm going to swap them out with these tabs. Here, I'm gonna move this over, and then we'll put the whole stack together. So this is our starting stack where we've got May, but I'm gonna swap out the actual page. And I'm gonna go to May in here, which is a cute little aqua tab. That's gonna be our starting page. And I do want this calendar. It is the correct month. And that gives me a habit tracker. And then I don't need this page because I don't want that on here. I do want the dashboard page. And then it will start my whole month. And that'll be all the monthly pages for the horizontal page for that. So that's going to be the start. And then I think I want, these pages will be mixed up together. We're about to have kids invade. Olivia brought her friends. So as far as the other pages in here, I don't need the weekly overview page. I just want the daily pages. So I want these guys. Alrighty, we have been invaded with kids. So you might hear them giggling and making noise in the background. It seems like I'm going to end up with like the main reflection page and then through Sunday. And they would get rid of this weekly overview page. So that would be this week. I just want these pages. So I'll do like a horizontal week in between. If I need it for something, I can use it. I could use it for journaling or gratitude. And then that makes this a weekly reflection. I'll have the weekly reflection notes page and then what I had already in the Agendio. And you'll see the Moxie Life and the Agendio are supposed to be the same size. You know what? I cut these. I cut them down one. This is how it's shaping up. We've got the monthly page, habits and dashboard. These weekly pages, I don't know exactly what I'm going to use these pages for. I don't know if I want that in the front, actually. Now that I think about it, I might want this section in the back to be like a journaling section. So we'll have our monthly spread, our habit tracker, our weekly actions, this horizontal spread, reflections, our wellness pages, so just things I fill out every day for wellness, And then daily pages. Those are the plum paper planner pages. And March is also blue, so I'll use these two. I don't care what the dates say, I'll just cover them up. We don't need the monthlies for these, so I'll set that aside. And then we just need 3 of these pages. So I'll have these from Monday through Friday. That'll be next. There's 1 week, and then we start back over. So that's what I've got for this. And then that's the end of May. That starts June right there. So we've got 1 month's worth of 3 planners in here. And I'll show you the holes are not gonna line up immediately because there's multiple different planners going in. You can see certain pages are taller. Hopefully you can see certain pages are taller in that stack. And the holes are not lining up immediately. And this will be how I coil it back. I'll like loop the pages through, and the first couple will be tricky when I'm lining up these holes because you can see they're not the same brand, they're not punched the same way. So I'll line them up with the first 2, like piece by piece, and then they'll all eventually line up, and then I can wind it through really easily. So there's May. It's pretty thick and chunky, but it's got weekly, monthly, and daily pages, and also wellness pages in there. So it's really combining 4 planners into one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 5 planners into one because I stuck that horizontal flora in the back as well, so I can do my journaling in the back. It could be a complete planner there, like all planner needs in there. Okay, so that's May. We'll start with June here with the monthly. Moxie Life page, I'm just swapping out. It's the same front side, but it's a monthly reflection on that page versus this page not being a monthly reflection. So then we'll stick all these back on the same stack. That way I have a monthly reflection built in. So that's 3 months. I feel like we could get another month on there. Let's see how thick this is compared to a regular book. I don't know, it's gonna be close. And is this coil the same size as this coil? So this one looks a little bigger. So okay, we're gonna do 4 months. I think we can do 4. I'm going to stick all of this back together. I want this book to stay together. So I'm going to recoil this back together. And then those ones all line up really easily because they're the same book. This is the one that's going to be a pain to line up at first because they don't all line up. But it looks so good. It's cute with those 4 tabs. I think it's going to fit. What color do we want? I think I want to go rainbow for this one. It's so pretty. And it kind of matches. There's some green on here. All right. I'm going to have it go, let's see, do we want green on top? I think we want it this way. Start it down at the bottom for me because I'm going to be lefty, so I want it to be going this way. Because I'm just a lefty, you probably will do the opposite of what I do for this part. This is going to be the annoying part, is like getting every end piece lined up. So I'm like having to move the pieces, and it's going to be a pain to do this part, lining up all of the pages. But once I get it flowing, then it's going to be fine. But I want to make sure I get every page on there. And then the rest will start lining up. See? I can see all those holes now. But it's going to take finagling because not all of these line up. So for this first one, it's going to be a pain because I'm dealing with multiple different companies who don't even have the same number of spiral tabs. So I'm just kind of leaving this hanging as I'm doing this. If you're recoiling the same planner like this one, it's super easy to just line everything up because it's all punched the exact same way, but each brand has their own machinery lined up their own way. Oh, it just looks silly because I'm dangling a planner. See, it's dangling. All right, so that was 3 months, and I definitely think the 4th month can fit on there. So I'm gonna keep going. I am at the end here, and I realized I didn't stick the August section in, so that's gonna be my last piece of this. And then they're jumping, which is hilarious. They're jumping into a squishmallow pile on the stairs, and now look how easy that was to line up. Did you see that? Instant replay. Look, now they all will line up because I took the work and got the first lined up. And I also need to see at the very top, I want to make sure that this is going to fit the Erin Condren covers. So it means I might not stick it in this top. I think that's what it'll mean. So it's not going to go in the top of some of these, but if you look closely, they don't all line up because some of them are plum paper planners and Erin Condrens, which don't have that extra spiral loop like the Agendios have. So I'll just make sure I do one short, and then it will fit the Erin Condren covers. And it might look weird at the top, but I really don't care. I'm excited that I can stick all the planners together. And I do like the way that they have these, they're not pointy, like not sharp, wouldn't cut you or anything, but it's pointy enough that it kind of eases into the holes really nicely. It's not a blunt cut, so it helps you just get it coiling, which I think is a nice touch. I don't know that they did that on purpose. I think they probably did because they all look like that. They're just a little bit angled for that cut, and that really helps it guide into the planner. I'm really excited to work with Pel because they make some really pretty things. This planner's gonna look good. Now I have to find an Erin Condren cover that's worthy of this beautiful coil. I think I have actually one on my desk that has rose gold. And I have to decide, since this one's longer, you can tell it's gonna be much longer than my spiral. I'm gonna have to decide how much of the rose gold end I want, how much of the aqua end I want. If I want it to be even, or if I want it to be mostly one. I'm gonna bend this so it doesn't keep going into the book. That is really cool. Okay, I'm gonna trim both ends. You wanna leave a little bit excess hanging off so that you can fold it over. So I'm gonna trim it a little ways off here. There's that extra piece. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Now it's time to bend those. I'm going to grab a piece of tissue and hopefully cover that up so it doesn't get scratched. I'm just gonna try to bend it like basically 90 degrees. I think it did help actually. Now I have a piece of tissue on there. Yeah, that's intact there. So there's one end. You want it to stay parallel pretty decently. All right, and then I have like other little wire bits everywhere. And then this one, I want to do the same thing with it, and I don't want it going in that top hole. Look at that, I was able to flip it around. It is a very thick planner, but that's like the beauty of Coils, is I like being able to flip my whole book around like that. And it works. So I'm gonna stick a cover on here. Now because I don't have that top hole filled, I can stick an Erin Condren cover on it. It's not rose gold, it's just regular gold, but it's the new Etta V cover. Pop it off of here and pop it onto here. So I will say I'm really impressed with the coil itself, it was super easy to do. You guys saw, even though I used different books, it was really easy to pop it on there after I got that first loop. They're really, really nice, like heavy duty. They say it's heavy gauge aluminum, and they're right, it's really nice. Some of the coils that I've recoiled are super floppy, like this one. I'm not gonna keep this one. I don't even know which one this came off of, but it's super duper floppy. And these are still floppy, but it's not nearly as springy as this one. So this one would have been a harder one to recoil onto. These ones are really, like, as far as recoiling, it was super easy. I like that the ends were a little bit pointy, so it was easy to wind it on. And look at that, so pretty. And of course you can see some of the paper above it, but it's still covered by that laminate of the Erin Condren cover. So I'm cool with that. I'm okay seeing that little dot. It does not bother me at all. And I got multiple brands of planners on the same planner, which is awesome. And now it fits with all my Erin Condren covers, which is also awesome. So let's go ahead and clear some space. I'll move some of this out of the way. I do want to recoil this one, so I'm going to set it aside, and I will recoil that one in a minute. But I'm going to make room so I can flip through this planner with you and show you guys the perfection that I just achieved. Okay, making a clear space. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. This is going to be like the combined big boy planner. It looks really good. These two match really nicely. So let's flip through. So we've got our first tab here, May, our May calendar, and this is 2023, so it is appropriate. We've got healthy habits, we've got our weekly actions. This page could be just for weekly planning. We've got our reflections page, and these will be every week. Then we've got our wellness pages, and these are the Agendio pages that I customized. Flipping through, and then the daily pages from the plum paper planner. These ones are not the correct dates, so I would just stick a sticker or wipe those out because they're not the right dates, but that gives me Monday through Friday and then one extra. I wouldn't use it for the weekend. And then each week is going to look like that. We've got weekly actions, the horizontal, the reflections page, the wellness pages, the daily pages. I don't know that I put daily pages on this last section, but that's okay. And then I've got my little like journaling or gratitude type of thing at the very back of each month. So that's an Erin Condren. It's an older one, 2022, but I tried to put the right month. So it was actually May. So that way I can do my journaling in the back as far as gratitude journaling, and each month is gonna look like that. I didn't get those daily pages in this one, but I mean, that's okay. I'll use a different daily planner that week. But for the most part, I think I got most of the pages in the right order every month, and it's cute. It's 4 months worth of pretty much all the stuff I'm gonna need, and now it's really pretty on a beautiful coil. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna leave one coil off the rest of these Agendio guts. I'm gonna stick them on a colorful coil and just leave the top circle off so that I can do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna speed through this part really quick. I've gotta decide which coil it's gonna go on. Let's see, I like the pink one. I also like the purple one. I think I'm gonna go purple. I really like that purple shade. All right, and then this one's gonna be a lot easier to do because all these holes line up. Since it's just one branded planner, they were all punched at the same time and they all line up. So this one should be a much easier start. Ha-ha, see that? Ta-da! Much easier. Oh, you know what? I missed the first couple pages. I shouldn't have ta-da'd myself that early. Let's get all the pages on there. Okay, now, ta-da, it's on there. Get the next loop roll in and they should line up really easily. There we go. And then it's just a straight shot with something that's already been punched together. Trouble getting this last sheet on there, and it's kind of a dud sheet, so I might just rip it off. It's just not lining up the best. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if it got frayed or something. And I'm gonna leave that top one off. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend this one. Grab my tissue I used. I think it helped. I didn't end up scratching. To be more like 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, that one is in. And then I need need to slice and dice here for this last piece. So we'll do it like pretty far out. All right, you could make a teeny tiny book with that one. All right, let's bend this one. And I'm probably backwards from what you guys are doing because I'm a lefty. You can see I'm doing like the bulk of the work with my left hand. So you'll probably be working on the opposite side. Okay. That one's not bent, very straight. Let's try that again. There we go. I want it to face up a little bit better than that. Okay. All right, we're gonna give it the flip test. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. Look, it works. Okay, let's pick a cover that'll look really good with this purple. Yes, I'm a planner addict. Don't judge me. I've got a lot of covers here I can choose from. Some of these I pulled the front cover off to test with something else. So I've got a pile of covers actually on my desk. You know, the pink leopard would look really good with that. Actually, this looks kind of funky. I think that's actually really cute together. I don't know what you guys think, the teal with the purple. I think that looks really cute. Let's see what else I got. Pink with purple, super cute. The rainbow with the purple. Ooh, I really like that because it's got like the shades of purple mixed in. That one is a good contender for this. Also the new Erin Condren cover, that one would look good with purple as well. Let's see what else we've got on here. That one's my top contender. There's the wellness one all back together. Now I can use the Erin Condren covers on it. And then I've got my new Frankenplanner as well. They're playing hide and seek, you can probably hear the girls. But there you go, there's two redone planners. I've got a complete Frankenplanner. I recoiled this one, so now it's on a beautiful purple coil. I am so excited. I've got quite a few other ones to play around with and stick on different planners. And then like big mega ones. I'm wondering what I could plan for this big giant 2-inch coil. It is huge. I'm gonna have to decide like the ultimate Frankenplanner and then come up with a video for that coming up soon. But there are two. I just love the way especially this one looks. Looks great with this cover. Again, I want to say thank you to Pel for sending these to me to play around with. I also want to thank you guys for always liking and subscribing my videos so that these companies want to work with me to make videos like this. This is just like a dream come true to be able to put videos together like this and have some fun things to play with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can follow me along for more planner goodness. I will definitely be doing another Frankenplan session coming up soon. Hope you guys liked it. Happy planning, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.